All right, get ready because we're going deep on this one, folks. We're talking about the Antwerp Diamond Heist. Yeah, you know, the one you've probably seen on like documentaries and stuff. Well, let's just say it's a wild ride. We're talking meticulous planning, a crazy amount of diamonds, just poof, gone.
It's a case that just grabs you, doesn't it? I mean, you think about it. It all went down at the Antwerp World Diamond Center. The place that's practically a fortress built to protect, what? The most valuable gems in the world, right?
Exactly. We're talking like 80% of all the world's rough diamonds. They pass through this building. So naturally, security was, well, intense. I mean, multiple layers, crazy technology, like Fort Knox for diamonds. But as they say, every fortress has a weak spot, right? And this time, it was a guy named Leonardo Notarbartolo who found it.
And, it's not like Nota Bartolo was just some random thief who got lucky. He knew the jewelry business inside and out. I mean, this guy was a pro. He knew all the security stuff, all the routines. This wasn't just some smash and grab job. This was planned, carefully. Years in the making, actually.
2 years, to be exact. 2 years of planning and like watching everything. He even, get this, rented an office in the Diamond Center itself, posed as a businessman. Talk about bold. He was playing the long game. I mean, basically living inside the system he wanted to, well, rip off.
It really shows you having that inside access, right? To see the guards, the routines, the little things most people wouldn't even notice. He was collecting info piece by piece, figure out how to crack that vault wide open.
But wait, there's more. He somehow got his hands on the floor plans and, are you ready for this? The vault schematics. Like, come on, how do you even do that? It's straight out of, like, Mission Impossible or something.
You got to have some serious connections, right?
Yeah.
He knew how to work behind the scenes, how to use his contacts, I guess you could say, to get the info he needed. And, maybe also shows, I don't know, some holes in the whole Diamond District security, right? Like, how does that stuff even leak out?
But the real kicker, the vault combination. He got it on camera, a tiny little camera hidden in a bag, while a guard was, putting the code in. Simple, but genius. Sometimes the best solutions are right in front of you.
Social engineering, right? He used their routine, the fact that people do the same thing every day, to get past all that fancy technology. But of course, this was just the start. You can't pull off a heist this big alone. He needed a crew, people with special skills to match his ambitions.
Oh, yeah, this crew was something else, like straight out of a movie, Each one had a special talent. They were like a dream team of, well, I guess you could say diamond thieves.
There was Ferdinando the Monster Finotto, this guy, strong as an ox and a lock-picking genius. And then there's Elio the genius Tenorio. You needed some electronics messed with. He was your guy.
Yeah.
Disabled alarms like it was nothing.
And of course, the getaway driver, Pietro Speedy Tavano, nerves of steel, that one, and a lead foot, I bet. But the one that gets me, it's got to be the king of keys, master key forger. Still a mystery who this guy was. I mean, his work, it was art, pure art. Any lock, didn't matter how complicated, he could copy it.
It makes you wonder, what kind of background does someone like that even have? Ex-locksmith, maybe? A safecracker gone? What, legit? The fact we don't know who he was just makes the whole thing even crazier.
Totally. Like a missing piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
You want that last clue to figure the whole thing out. He was like a ghost, this king of keys. In and out, no trace except, a perfectly made key.
So picture this. February 15th, 2003. It's the weekend, right?
Yeah.
And the Diamond District, usually packed, it's a ghost town. Businesses are closed, streets are empty. Perfect time for a heist, wouldn't you say? And that's when our crew, they make their move, slipping into the Diamond Center.
Under the cover of darkness. And they were ready for anything. I mean, anything. They took out the security cameras, how hairspray. Yeah, hairspray. Jammed the sensors, those thermal motion ones, and the magnetic fields. They messed with the screws earlier that week. Boom. Useless. Pretty smart, huh? Using simple stuff and high-tech tricks, all for the same goal.
Exactly. Sometimes it's not about brute force, right? It's about thinking differently. They knew those systems, found the weak points, and exploited them. Precision and, creativity.
Okay, but now the vault, the big one. They used the King of Keys custom key. I mean, this guy was good. And to get past the infrared sensors, a polystyrene shield. Simple, but effective.
Like a perfectly rehearsed dance, right?
Yeah.
Every move planned out, every step calculated. Through all that security, they just, flowed. It's almost beautiful in a way.
Inside the vault, they hit the safe deposit boxes, used a special tool, a nose puller, they call it, cracked open 109 out of 189 boxes. Imagine that scene. Diamonds, gold, silver, glittering under the lights. A king's ransom right there.
It's mind-blowing how much they got away with. Over $100 million, they say. One of the biggest diamond heists ever. Talk about ambition.
They did it. Pulled off the impossible. They disappeared, headed for Italy. No extradition there. Thought they were home free. But you know what they say about the best laid plans, right? Sometimes the smallest things can trip you up.
That's where our friend, the salami sandwich, comes in.
No kidding, it's almost too perfect. Speedy, the driver, right? He freaked out, started tossing evidence as they drove. A receipt for a salami sandwich, of all things. And oh yeah, the genius's business card. Can you believe it?
Talk about irony, huh? Even in the world of big-time crime, you make a mistake, a little one, it can all come crashing down. And for Notarbartolo and his crew, that sandwich, well, it was their downfall.
Like a trail, leading the cops right to them. It's like fate, or maybe karma, stepped in. Someone had to pay for this.
But here's the twist. Notarbartolo thought he was smarter than everyone, came back to Antwerp a few days later, got arrested right there. Overconfidence, it'll get you every time.
What a story. Right, but hold on, there's more. They caught the guys, but the diamonds, gone, vanished. And that, my friend, is where the real mystery begins.
It's the perfect fuel for conspiracy theories. People talk about hidden stashes, secret bank accounts. Maybe they recut the diamonds, scattered them around the world. Who knows?
Like a treasure hunt, right? Clues all over the place, rumors of hidden fortunes. Someone, somewhere, could be living the good life, all thanks to this heist.
But there's one theory, it's kind of different. Notarbartolo himself, he started this one.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. What did he say?
Well, he's saying the whole thing, the $100 million, it was all blown out of proportion, like way bigger than what they actually got.
Yeah.
Says they only took about $20 million worth of diamonds. Makes you wonder, why downplay it, right? What's he trying to pull?
I mean, that's a huge difference. Why make yourself look less successful? Unless, wait, is he protecting someone, maybe? Or is there something even weirder going on here?
Yeah, he could be trying to throw everyone off the scent, create a distraction. Remember, those diamonds? Poof, gone, never found. What if the value wasn't the point? Like, what if they sold something else entirely? Something even more valuable, you know what I mean?
Now you're talking. That's the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. So it wasn't just about the diamonds. What else could it be? A secret, maybe? Something they had to get their hands on?
And don't forget about our King of Keys. Vanished into thin air, he did. What was his real role in this whole thing? Just as skilled locksmith? Or was he like the brains of the operation, calling the shots from the shadows?
Okay, now I'm getting chills. Like he's this mysterious figure, right? Can unlock anything, any secret. What if he was the one behind it all? Use Notarbartolo and the others as a cover while he went after something truly valuable, something nobody even knows about.
See, that's the thing about this case. It's still unsolved. We got pieces missing, and that makes you want to, like, fill in the blanks, right?
Yeah.
Come up with your own theories.
So where are those diamonds? Hidden somewhere, waiting to be found. Or, I don't know, did they get chopped up, recut, like they never existed? And what about everyone else involved? The guys behind the scenes, the real reason for it all, those whispers of a bigger conspiracy. Makes you think,
It's all up to you, really. Look at the evidence, figure out the motives, check out all the different theories. Maybe, just maybe, you'll see something, a connection nobody else noticed, something that cracks the whole thing wide open.
All right, everyone listening, put on your detective hats for a second. If you were part of this crew, where would you hide a fortune in diamonds? Would you bury it? Hide it in plain sight? Or come up with something so crazy, so wild, that nobody would ever find it?
Ah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Maybe the diamonds are just a distraction, a red herring, leading us away from the real truth, something too dangerous to let out. Or maybe, just maybe, they're out there, sparkling in the dark, just waiting for someone to find them.
Well, folks, that's the story of the Antwerp Diamond Heist. Boldness, brains, and a whole lot of mystery. A story that even today makes you think, what really happened? And that's what we love about it, right? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. And hey, keep those theories coming. Who knows, maybe one of you holds the key to solving this whole crazy case.